Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan, the YouTube channel. Happy Saturday morning, or whenever you view this. We're going to have Game 2 of the 1924 World Series featuring the New York Giants versus the Washington Senators. That was the only, at the time, up until last year, World Series for a DC team. As we know, the Nationals won last year. But before that, it was the Washington Senators back in 1924, led by Walter Johnson. Game 1, if you missed it, it was a doozy. As the Senators rewrote history, they won 1-0 on a walk-off hit in the bottom of the ninth by McNeely. Walter Johnson got the win, and Art Neff took the loss for the Giants. So, unlike history, the Washington Senators are up 1-0. Let's get to the Game 2 lineups and roll some Pine Tar baseball. All right, for the New York Giants, leading off playing third base, Freddie Lindstrom. Batting second, playing second, Frankie Frisch. In right field, batting third, Ross Youngs. The cleanup hitter is High Pockets Kelly. He'll be at first base. In left field, batting fifth, Irish Musil. Hack Wilson patrols center field, batting sixth. At shortstop, batting seventh, Travis Jackson. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Hank Gowdy. And on the mound for the New York Giants, trying to even up the series, batting ninth, Jack Bentley. Bentley was 16-5 with a 3.78 earned run average. But in Pine Tar, on the road, he is not a bueno pitcher, that's for sure. First 2 times through the lineup, he will have a D grade, then it will go to an E grade. Much better at home, but he's pitching on the road. Mr. Jack Bentley. For the Washington Senators, who lead our retro replay in the series, 1-0. Early McNeil, the man with the game-winning hit in Game 1, will bat first and play center field. At second base, batting second, Bucky Harris. In the right field corner, batting third, Sam Rice. Out and left, batting fourth, Goose Goslin. Joe Judge plays first and will bat fifth. Manning the hot corner for the Senators, batting sixth, Ozzie Bluge. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Roger Peckinpah. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Muddy Rule. Batting ninth, up on the bump for the Senators, trying to give them a commanding 2-0 lead, Tom Zachary. Zachary was 15-9 with a 2.75 earned run average. Zachary at home, an outstanding pitcher. First 2 times through the lineup, he's an A+, and then the rest of the game, he's an A. Both pitchers will be allotted 9 innings and possibly one more, as both pitchers basically went the distance. Bentley did go the distance. Tom Zachary went 8 2/3. Mayberry came in to get the final out in the top of the ninth. In actuality, the Senators would win this game 4-3 in the bottom of the ninth. All right, here we go at the ballpark. We have Jake Cruz, Sports Time Machine. Our good friend Mr. Utah Mike did some hockey the other day. And some more baseball. Check out that channel. Philip Reynolds. Check out his channel. Jack Dawson, always doing a lot of fun stuff. Another wonderful content creator. And, of course, Todd B. So thank you for joining us. So here we go. A little Pine Tar baseball. Hopefully I'm not rusty with the rules. Just read through them real quick one more time, as it's been a little bit. And I do like this game. All right, so Freddie Lindstrom will lead things off against Tom Zachary. Zachary picks up the sign from Muddy Rule. Here's the pitch. Ball game on its way. The pitch to Freddie Lindstrom. And that's going to be a 22, which right off the bat would be a defense modification. So a 22. We go to the defense modification chart. Let's see where the balls hit first. 22. And Zachary's a lefty, and so is Bentley. So 22, left-handed batter, would normally be a single. But let's see where the balls hit. 66, you get your kicks on Route 66. 66 is a ball to the shortstop, Peckinpah. He's a neutral fielder, so that's going to be a base hit. 66 is a base hit to center field, past the dive of Peckinpah. Had he been positive, he would have made the play. So a leadoff single for Lindstrom. And the Giants have their first runner on. That'll bring up Frankie Frisch. Dave Little's at the ballpark, another wonderful content creator. So here comes Frankie Frisch. Lindstrom's not going anywhere. The pitch to Frankie. Zachary hoping for a double play ball. That's going to be a 92, so that will be an out. 92, Frankie Frisch, left-handed pitcher, is a fly out to left field, so that's one away. Retreating back to first is Lindstrom. Double play ball gets them out of the inning now. Ross Youngs strides to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Zachary, the windup and the pitch to Ross Youngs. 51. A 51 will be a ground ball to first, and that's going to be a double play ball. 5-1 ground ball to first. The one, that's a double play ball. 3-6 to 3, and the inning is over. Nice play by the Senators as Joe Judge to Peckinpah, back to Judge. 3-6-3. And that's all there will be. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Washington. So a good inning for Zachary. Zachary does not have any automatic strikeouts or walks, and neither does Bentley, unlike Walter Johnson in Game 1. Due up for the Senators, McNeely, Harris, and Rice to face Jack Bentley, who is not bueno on the road, that's for sure. You don't want to go to his pitcher modification, D and E. Very bad. So here comes Earl McNeely, game-winning hit in Game 1. Senators won 1-0. The pitch to Earl McNeely from Jack Bentley. And that's going to be 0-3, and Bentley will triple. McNeely will triple off Bentley. 0-3. Where does he hit that ball to? That's a triple into the left field gap. So a leadoff triple for Earl McNeil. And here come the Senators. They like to score before the 9th inning. So a runner at third, and Bentley's already in a bit of a pickle here. And Bucky Harris, the second baseman, strides to the plate. He's a right-handed batter. They'll give up the run to get the out. Bentley rocks and deals to Bucky Harris. 15. Possible single, but we go to the pitch to modification chart. He's a D, so this is not going to be bueno. A single on a D. A single on a D. There's nothing on the chart for a D. So I guess it stays a single. Let's just double check here. A single. A plus, A, B, M, C, E. C through E. It's a double, so the single turns into a double as that's C through E, and it'll be 1-0 Senators. Back-to-back hits, a triple and a double. Senators looking to hit for the cycle as a team in the inning. 1-0 Senators. Took them almost 9 innings to score a run in Game 1. They've already done it with the first 2 batters. The McNeely triple, and now the double by Bucky Harris. He knocks in a run. So he's at second base, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Sam Rice. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bentley peeks over his shoulder, picks up the sign from Gowdy, the pitch to Rice. 93. What will it be? We shall see. That's a fly ball left field. So that will be an out. Harris, do we have an opportunity to tag up here? Fly ball left field. And he's not going anywhere. So 1 out, 1-0. And the cleanup hitter, Goose Goslin, strides to the plate. Goslin, another left-handed batter, so a lefty-lefty matchup. Harris takes his lead. Bentley rocks and deals to the Goose. Goslin gets a 41. And that's going to be a range play. 41. Possible error. Who's the ball hit to? 89. Center field. So that ball struck to center field. The center fielder is Hack Wilson. He's an E5. So 5 and under, it's an error. It's a 0. He commits the error. So Hack Wilson butchers the ball in center. It's a one-base error. So Bucky Harris held up to see if he was going to catch the ball. He advances to third. Goslin reaches on the E8. And not a great start so far for the New York Giants. So Goslin's at first. Bucky Harris is at third. And here comes a Judge, Joe Judge. Let's see what Joe Judge can do here. 1-0 Senators. It's been a mess of an inning for the Giants and Jack Bentley. Bentley hoping for the double play ball and get out of here cheaply. The windup and the pitch to Joe Judge. 76, you get your kicks from Route 66, but that's a 76. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field for out number 2. Bucky Harris will look to tag. The right fielder for the Giants, his arm is excellent. So Ross Youngs has an excellent arm in right field. .65. How does this go now? The tag-up table. 65. Lead runner is out on rolls of 77, 88, and 99. Anything else he holds. So 65 and under, he scores. The throw, 90. So he holds. He does not score. A good strong throw by Ross Youngs, and Harris does not score. That was a strike to the plate to Hank Gowdy. So 2 outs, and Jack Bentley could get out of this cheaply. Joe Judge denied an RBI on the fly out to right. I believe I did that correctly. I will double check after the game. So it's up to Ozzie Blues to try to knock in another run here. Senators don't want to squander this opportunity. Blues, the third baseman. He awaits the Bentley offering. Pitch homeward bound. It's going to be a 30. 30 base on balls, but we go to the modification, and that's probably a single. So a base on balls, and he is awful. He's a D. Single! And there, Ozzie Blues comes through in the clutch. 2-out single. Trotting home from third is Bucky Harris. Senators do get their second run on the clutch 2-out single by the third baseman, Ozzie Blues. And with 2 outs, Goslin, that's a 0, even. He goes first to third. So the Senators continue to threaten in a very good inning here. Weren't helped by that error in center by Hack Wilson. Goose Goslin's at third. Ozzie Bluge at first, clapping his hands, trying to rev up Roger Peckinpah, shortstop. Senators looking to add more here. Here's the pitch to Peckinpah. He's a right-handed batter. That's a 1, so that's going to be an 82 that will end the inning on the fly out to center. Hack Wilson doesn't drop this one. And the inning is over. But it was an ugly one for the Giants. The Senators get 2. We go to the top of the second, 2-0 Washington. Let's hopefully put these back in the right order. So an ugly inning, pitching-wise and defense. That modification is going to kill Jack Bentley in this game. At the ballpark, once again, we have Todd B. and Sports Time Machine and Jack Dawson, Dave Little, Philip Reynolds, Jake Cruz. Good to see you all. Due up, top of the second for the New York Giants. High Pockets, Kelly, Irish Musil, and Hack Wilson trying to amends for that horrible error. Here's High Pockets, Kelly, right-handed batter, facing a lefty, Tom Zachary. The pitch to High Pockets. 54, ground ball to first. That'll be out number 1, as taking it to the bag himself is Joe Judge. 1 out. Here's Irish Musil, the left fielder. Right-handed batter. Zachary picks up the sign. He rocks and deals to Irish Musil. 49, a 49. Ground ball. Back to Zachary. Zachary throws to Judge. 2 away. So Zachary is in a zone this inning. 2 outs, bases empty for Captain Error in center field, Hack Wilson. Zachary deals quickly to Hack Wilson, right-handed batter. 23 will be a single to center field. So Hack Wilson returns to center. He singles to center. That'll bring the tying run to the plate, and the shortstop, Travis Jackson. Jackson, right-handed batter. On deck, the catcher, Hank Gowdy. Zachary looks to first, now looks in, picks up the sign for Muddy Rule. He deals to Travis Jackson. And 58, that's going to be great for Tom Zachary. 58, ground ball to short, and Roger Peckinpah, he throws to first, and the side is retired. The single doesn't hurt. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Senators. Here in Game 2 of the 1924 World Series, Senators won Game 1 in a thriller walk-off hit in the bottom of the ninth by Earl McNeely, 1-0. Trying to take a 2-0 series advantage here before they go to New York. Jack Bentley hoping for a much better bottom of the second. Gave up 2 runs, 1 was unearned. It'll be Muddy Rule, Tom Zachary in the top of the order, Earl McNeely. Bentley deals to Muddy Rule, the catcher. 60. No pitcher modification there. And if you're a Giants fan, you say, thank God. A 60. Ground ball to third, out number 1. Nice play as he zips the ball across the diamond by Lindstrom. Rules out 5-3. Tom Zachary, the pitcher, strides to the plate, trying to help his own cause. DC's at the ballpark. Bentley deals to his counterpart, Tom Zachary. 22 Defense modification. All right, we got the second one we have here. Let's see where Zachary hits the ball. He might get a hit on this thing. 76. 76. That ball's hit out to left. They need a positive result to stop the single. 76. The ball's hit to left. The left fielder for the Giants is Irish Musil. He is a negative fielder, and that's going to drop in. The blooper drops in. Zachary helps his own cause with a single. So Zachary's at first with one out, and his card's up here. And now it's the top of the order, Earl McNeely. McNeely tripled and scored on the Bucky Harris double in the bottom of the first. Giants trying for a double play ball here to end the inning. Bentley looks to first, now in at the plate, picks up the sign. Gowdy sets a target, the pitch to Earl McNeely. 66. That's going to be a defensive modification. 66. Let's see. 66. So where's that ball hit? McNeely on a 66 hits the ball to third base. The third baseman for the Giants, I don't think he's a positive fielder. He is not. He is neutral, but I think he makes the play. Positive or neutral, no change. All right, so he makes the play. That's a 66, so it's a ground ball. Ground ball to third. No double play ball. It's not a double play ball. Let's flip this chart as we were looking at the wrong. They get the force at second. So they get the force at second. Zachary is out. McNeely reaches on the fielder's choice as that goes 5-4. So 2 out, and McNeely's now at first. And here comes Bucky Harris, who doubled in McNeely in the bottom of the first. The pitch to Bucky Harris. Bentley hoping for a better inning here. So far, he might get out of it with no runs, unscathed. That's going to be a 72. He will get out of the inning. Ground ball to third. Rinse and repeat. Throwing across the diamond is Lindstrom. And the side is retired. So Bentley and the Giants dodge a bullet there. Senators don't put up any runs. We go to the top of the third, 2-0 Washington. Game 2 of the 1924 World Series retro replay using pine tar baseball. Bucky Harris made the last out. I like these cards. They're like playing deck, like a regular deck of cards, but they're kind of slippery. But that's okay. They're nice quality. Due up for the Giants, Gowdy, Bentley in the top of the order, Lindstrom. Lindstrom was a busy beaver at the hot corner. Here's Hank Gowdy, the catcher, right-handed batter. He awaits the pitch from the lefty, Tom Zachary. Doesn't have to wait long. That's a 20, so that's going to be a pitcher modification. A 20 would be a single, but still the first time through the lineup for Zachary, and he's at home an A-plus pitcher. So a single A-plus, you have struck out. He strike out of Gowdy, and that's the first for Zachary, 1 away. So that's where the pitcher's grade comes into play. You can see the difference between Zachary and Bentley, who's god-awful on the road. Excellent at home, but they're not playing in New York. So here comes Jack Bentley. The pitch from Zachary to Bentley, and it's not with love. That's a 69. You are out, Mr. Bentley. On a ground ball to third, 2 down, making the play at the hot corner, was Ozzie Bluge as he fired across the diamond. So 2 up, 2 down. Top of the order, Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom singled his first time up. Zachary nods his head. Rule sets a target to pitch to Freddie Lindstrom. 23, what will it be? We shall see. 23 is a single. The ball is well struck to center field. Return to sender. So Freddie Lindstrom's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Giants don't want to go quietly. In the top of the third, Frankie Frisch, the second baseman who flew out to left. Here's the pitch to Frankie. Zachary fires in a 94, and that's going to be a fly ball. Left field, going back a bit, is Goslin. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Second time Frankie Frisch has flown out to Goslin. We go to the bottom of the third, still 2-0 Senators. Due up for Washington in the bottom of the third, Rice, Goslin, and Judge. What will the verdict be? We shall see. Yeah, the card stock is really nice. It's just they're slippery. Like with like when you get a new set of playing cards, they're just a little slippery. I have no complaint about it. I'm just saying they're a little slippery. I like it. I don't know if the Great Teams League. I hope they're like this, but I don't think so. I think they're going to be on sheets and you have to cut them, which I have to be very careful. I'm horrible at cutting things. Here comes Sam Rice, second time through the order. He flew out to left. The pitch from Bentley to Rice, hoping for it to be not so nice. 36 to Sam Rice. A 36 is a base on balls. So Bentley can't find the plate, and Rice walks. So Rice is at first, and here's Goose Goslin. Goslin reached on the error by Hack Wilson. Bentley hoping for the double play ball. Lefty-lefty matchup. He peeks to first, picks up the sign from Gowdy. He rocks and deals to Goose Goslin. 97. Line shot to the second baseman. What a great reaction and play. Diving back to first is Sam Rice. What a play by Frankie Frisch. Robin Goslin of a base hit. So 1 out, 1 on for the Judge. That'll be Joe Judge. Judge flew out to right, was denied an RBI on the excellent throw by Ross Youngs when Bucky Harris held up. Bucky Harris would score 2 batters later on the 2-out single by Ozzie Bluge. Thus a 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch to Joe Judge with Rice at first. And that's going to be a 36. A 36 goes to a possible error. We'll roll all 3. I don't think that's going to be an error. That's a 16. 16 is a ball hit to the first baseman. The first baseman for the Giants is High Pockets Kelly. His error rating's a 3. We rolled an 8. So a 16, ground ball, runner at first. They get the lead runner. And that's it. They can't turn 2. So a good job by Rice breaking up the double play. Judge reaches on the fielder's choice 1-6. 3-6, excuse me. So there's 2 outs. Rice erased off the base paths. Judge at first. And here's Ozzie Bluge. Bluge had that clutch 2-out single. Gave the Senators a 2-0 lead. Bentley pays no heed to Judge at first. He rocks and deals to Ozzie Bluge. That's a 90. And that's going to end the inning. Fly ball to left, inning over. Making the catch is Irish Musil. So Jack Bentley settled down after a horrific first inning. We go to the top of the fourth, still 2-0 Senators here in Game 2 of our Retro Replay 1924 World Series using Pine Tar Baseball. Due up for the Giants, who trail by 2, Ross Youngs, High Pockets Kelly, and Irish Musil to face Tom Zachary. Ross Young banged into an inning-ending double play, 3-6-3. He's looking for a bit of revenge here from Zachary. The windup and the pitch to Ross Youngs. He's not going to get 41. A 41 will go to an error check. 47. That ball is hit to the third baseman. 47. The third baseman for the Senators is Ozzie Bluge. And he boots the ball because that's a 3. His error rating is a 6. An E5 for Ozzie. Giants get their leadoff batter on. So Ross Youngs is at first. He's not going to steal. And that brings up High Pockets Kelly, first baseman. 0 for 1. He grounded out. He grounded out to first. The pitch to High Pockets Kelly. Zachary hoping for a double play ball. Spinning green dies a 3. 94. Great result if you're a Senators fan. 94 is going to be a fly ball left field. Going back towards the line is Goslin. He makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Ross Youngs. 1 down. And here comes Irish Musil. 1 out, 1 on. Zachary, deep breath, the leg kick and the pitch to Irish Musil. 49. A 49. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He turns, he fires to second. The relay throw to first. Not in time. Double play on the white die on a ground ball to the pitcher. 0 through 6. So they, again, cannot turn the double play. Ross Youngs is erased from the base paths. Irish Musil takes over at first on the fielder's choice. 1-6. So 2 outs. Irish Musil's at first. And Hack Wilson comes to the plate. He made that error that cost a run, but he singled. He's 1 for 1. Musil is a C base stealer. Oh, it's over here. C base stealer, which means 6th inning or later once per series. I'd have to double check to see if he stole a base in Game 1, which I doubt. Let's see. I'm just checking real quick. Oh, Musil didn't play in Game 1, so he did not steal a base in Game 1. But it is not the 6th inning or later. 2 outs. Tying run at the plate and Hack Wilson. Musil's at first. Zachary looking to end it here and now. He rocks and deals to Hack Wilson. 64. Ground ball to second. Up with it is Bucky Harris. He throws to Joe Judge, and the side is retired. Another good job by Tom Zachary. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Senators. Here in Game 2, they have a 1-0 lead in the series in our 1924 replay using Pine Tar Baseball. The reason why I'm not going to the chat is I'm really trying to concentrate on remembering the rules here. They're pretty easy, but I haven't played in a while, so I'm trying not to mess up. And Lord knows I mess up. Due up for the Senators, Peckinpah, Rule, and the pitcher Tom Zachary. Roger Peckinpah flew out to center. The windup and the pitch from Bentley. That's going to be a 13 for Peckinpah. And that's a single. So a single to right field. Peckinpah goes the other way. He's now 1 for 2. Muddy Rule comes up. He's not going to sacrifice because the pitcher's up next. Though Zachary does have a hit. Bentley hoping for the double play ball. Here's the pitch to Muddy Rule. Will it be a double play ball? No, it won't. That's an 16. 16. 16. And that's a single. Back-to-back singles. This one goes to left. Peckinpah is a moderate runner. It's an even white die number. And he's going to go first to third. First to third. So the Senators threatening again. First and third, no outs. And here comes Tom Zachary. You know what? He's going to go for the sacrifice to advance, not a squeeze play, a sacrifice. He's going to go sacrifice to advance Muddy Rule to second. And we flip the chart here. Standard sacrifice. Okay. He is just going to try to advance the runner to second base. Standard sacrifice. Here's the pitch. He squares the bunt. 44 is a double. And that is his sacrifice hit rating is an 80. 44 is a double. When it's a double, I do believe that's an infield hit. Succeeds with doubles. Infield hit. Unbelievable. Zachary is 2 for 2 because his sacrifice hit chance is an 80. So 79 and under is success and 80 is an error. We rolled a 44. It's an infield hit. But I would think the runner he's not going to score. The runner does not score because we weren't playing. God, does he score? It's a hit. I'm going to say no. Base is juiced. Because he was not looking to go anyway. So a bunt hit by Zachary. He's 2 for 2. And that brings up Earl McNeely. McNeely's tripled and scored and banged into a fielder's choice. Here we go. Base is juiced. Jack Bentley's on the ropes. Earl McNeely looking to KO him. They will play for 2. Can we play the infield in? Base is loaded. Force at home. Runner on third. Force at home. Batter is doubled up. Defense has a choice to get a single out at home in place of a double play. Otherwise, all right. So it's just off the chart. Actually, it's just off the chart. You can't. It doesn't really say infield in. And probably in the rules, but I'm not going to look. We'll just play it out normal. Here's the pitch to McNeely from Bentley. That's a 55, and that's not going to be. It's past the pitcher check, thank God, if you are a Giants fan. So a 55, he needs a strikeout here. He's not going to get it on that. A 55, ground ball to short. Oh, wait a second. My faux pas. That's a 5, so it's going to be an 85. That's not an even number. 85 is a fly out to left. Peckinpah is at third. The fly ball goes to left. The left fielder is Irish Musil. He has an average arm. They're going to tag up here. So that's a fly ball to left for McNeely. He's looking to knock in a run. Peckinpah is at third. He's going to tag. Musil has an average arm. Here's the throw. 90. Wow, he's not going to score. It would have been a 70 and under. We rolled a 90. Lead runner is out, 77, 88, 99. So he holds. He holds. A good strong throw by Musil. One out, base is still juiced. Still 2-0. So McNeely does not get a ribby there. Wow, we rolled a 90. 70 and under. He scores. But we rolled a 90. So that'll bring up Bucky Harris. Can Bucky knock in a run? It'll be his second. He doubled in McNeely in the first. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch to Bucky Harris from Bentley, who needs a double play ball. And he's not. That's going to be a 40, which, oh my God, goes to pitcher modification. A 40 would normally be an error check. So do you go to pitcher modification on a 40? I guess you do. So you can't go to pitcher modification because we don't know what it is. So it goes to an error check. So I guess no pitcher modification there. We'll just go to the error check. 78 with a 7. 78, that ball is hit to left. Musil's a 5 defender, so he's going to make the catch. Musil will make the catch, so there's 2 outs, but they're going to try to tag Peckinpah again. And again, he scores 70 and under. And this time he scores. That's a 37. So Bucky Harris knocks in his second run on the sac fly to left. 3-0 Senators. As Roger Peckinpah scores on the second opportunity. 2 outs, first and second now. Senators just grinding down the Giants here. So Bucky Harris is out. And here comes Sam Rice trying to make it all nice. Rice, 1 for 2. And this is the third time through the lineup, so Bentley is an E all the way now the rest of the game. The pitch to Rice. First and second, 2 outs, 3-0 Senators. 43, what will it be? We shall see on a 43. A 43, again, a range play, possible error. .46, 46, that is a ball hit to third, and it's a 9, so he's not going to make the error. He will make the play. The third baseman is, oh my Lord, did he luck out. His error is 8 and under. We rolled a 9, so he knocks the ball down, picks it up, fires low to first, scooped out of the dirt by High Pockets Kelly, and the side is retired. Again, the third baseman is Freddie Lindstrom. He is an 8 error. We rolled a 9. Senators do get 1. And Jack Bentley and the Giants have to feel a bit of relief. Bases loaded, no outs, and they only give up 1 run. Jack Bentley is somehow surviving this game. We go to the top of the fifth. 3-0 Senators. Due up in the top of the inning, Jackson, Gowdy, and Jack Bentley. Giants have to get their bats going against Tom Zachary. Zachary, when it's a third time through, which it will be after these 3 batters, he goes from an A+ to an A. Still very good. Here comes Travis Jackson, the shortstop. He is 0 for 1. The pitch to Jackson. 56. A 56 to Travis Jackson. Ground ball to short. Peckinpah's up with it. He fires to Judge. 1 down. Second time that Jackson is grounded out to his counterpart. Playing a little game of pepper with Peckinpah. 1 out. Here comes the catcher, Hank Gowdy. He was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Zachary rocks and deals to Gowdy. 98. That will not be great for Gowdy. Oh, an error check on a line shot. That's something different. All right, here we go. He strikes the ball well. 20. So that's a line shot at Judge with a 7. With a 7. And Judge makes the play. What a play by Judge. His error rating's 3 and under. We rolled a 7. Great reaction by Joe Judge. At first, the verdict, my son, Hank Gowdy, is you are out. Go grab some pine. 2 outs. Base is empty, and here comes the pitcher, Jack Bentley. And he will hit for himself. The pitch to Bentley. Zachary fires in. A 36. Bentley grounded out to third his first time up. 36, lefty-lefty matchup. 36. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. Second strikeout for Tom Zachary. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Senators. This is really a bad pitching matchup with the grade D and E for Bentley. In reality, the Senators won 4-3 on a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th. We had our walk-off hit in the game 1 for the Senators. Dave Little agrees with me on the bases loaded because I said it wasn't a squeeze. He says, agreed, the runner at third would likely have held. Yes, thank you. Again, we don't want to go and slow the game down to see what but I think he would have held because it's not a squeeze play. He's not going anyway, as it was a straight-out sacrifice. Gosselin, Judge, and Ozzie Blues are up in the bottom of the 5th for the Washington Senators with a 3-0 lead. Game 2 of the 24 World Series retro replay using Pine Tar Baseball. Bentley went the distance. Bentley went the distance, and Zachary went 8 2/3. So we're not taking any pitchers out here unless it's absolutely horrific. Here's the pitch to Goose Gosselin. That's going to be a good result. That's a 19. And that's a single. So Gosselin, 19. Infield hits. Oh, wait. Okay, so if Gosselin's a slow runner, he's out. But he's not. Charging is the shortstop. Jackson, quick throw to first. Gosselin just beats it out. Had he been a slow runner on a 19, the shortstop makes a good play. But an infield hit for Gosselin, who's now 1 for 3. This is a third time through the order, so again, Bentley goes from a D to an E. Not looking good for good old Jack. And here comes the Judge, Joe Judge. He's 0 for 2. He's flown to right, reached on a fielder's choice. Bentley hoping for the double play ball. He rocks and deals to Joe Judge. 13, and that's not going to be lucky for Bentley. 13. That's a single. To right field. 13. That's a 3. Gosselin is a moderate runner. Odd. 1 base. So Gosselin moves up 90 feet and puts the brakes on. Judge is now 1 for 3. So here come the Senators once again. 3-0. No outs, bottom of the 5th. They're looking to add more. Ozzie Blues has singled in a run and flown to left. Ozzie Blues is a sacrifice of a 72. On deck is Roger Peckinpah. They're going to sacrifice here. And so 71 and under is successful. 72 is an error. Anything above it, we'll look at the chart. And if it's doubles, it's an infield hit. It's a 78! My God, what is this, a 20-sided die? Ozzie Blues will not put down a good sacrifice. Now, fails on an even roll. Lead runner is out 1-6. So they get Gosselin at third. How can it be 1-6? Well, because we were going, okay, so it'd be 1-5. 1-5. I guess on the wheel play, if they had a wheel play going, we'll just go 1-5 though. They get the lead runner in Gosselin. Judge advances to second. Failed sack bunt as the 20-sided die has somehow morphed itself into the two 10-siders. Fail bunt. He's at first. Fielder's choice. 1-5, we're going to call it. Wow. So Gosselin's erased. Somehow the Giants are just holding on by their skin of their teeth. So Blues at first, Judge at second, and Roger Peckinpah at the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and scored. Double play ball gets him out of the inning. Bentley with a deep breath. He's having some anxiety on that mound. The high leg kick and the pitch to Roger Peckinpah. It's a 4, so that's going to be a 79. 79, fly ball to center field. That'll be out number 2. Making the catch and not butchering the ball is Hack Wilson. Judge is at second. Will he tag? Let's see. No, he will not. Only a 25% chance of success. And Bentley might be escaping out of this inning thanks to that horrible bunt by Ozzie Blues. 2 outs, 2 on. Muddy Rule, the catcher. Would they walk the bases loaded to face Zachary? I think you got to kind of do that. Though Zachary's 2 for 2. How do you do? Rule's 1 for 2 with a single. Rule will get on safely 0 through 32. Zachary actually 0 through 33. So Zachary no slouch at the plate himself. They're going to pitch to Muddy Rule. 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0. Senators, bottom of the 5th, the pitch to Muddy. Bentley fires in. A not good one, 17, and that will be a single. Either way, it's a single, whether we walked him or not off either card. So that is a single to left. A single to left with an odd number. Joe Judge is a moderate runner. And he only takes 1 base. I can't remember if there's a 2-out rule. There is under errors with 2 outs, but there's no 2-out under this chart. So we're just going to go with bases juiced. So Judge is at third. Ozzie Blues is at second. And we'll double check that rule later. I'm very curious. I'm going to check now. I'm not going to take too long. Runner advancement. 2 outs. Does he take it? I don't think he does because the chart says that's what it is. If it's doubles, they all take 2 bases. So we'll play it like that. Bases juiced. Rule's now 2 for 3. Good strong throw. In from the outfield. Prevents the run from scoring. They hold up Judge. And here's Tom Zachary. Zachary's 2 for 2, a single and an infield hit on a bunt attempt. Can Zachary go 3 for 3? We shall see as we're running out of room here. The pitch from Bentley to his counterpart, Tom Zachary, looking to add to that 3-0 lead for the Senators. And that's a 36. The dreaded error check. Oh, boy. So Zachary hits the ball. 69 and a 1. 69 and a 1. That, whoever that is, they'll make the play. So Zachary on the 69 hits the ball to short. A hard one hopper to Travis Jackson. He is... Actually, what am I saying? No, that's an error. Because 6 and under is an error. He boots the ball. I had Strat in my mind. He boots the ball. We needed a high roll. He doesn't. He boots the ball. And with 2 outs, the runners advance 2 bases. So Zachary, my God, he has been a mega thorn in the side of the Giants. That's an E6. Judge scores from third. Ozzie Bluge scores from second. Muddy Rule goes first to third. Runners advance 2 bases. Runners advance 2 bases. Zachary is the hitter. But we're going to put him at second because if everyone else advanced 2 bases, we're going to say he's at second. Ouch! 2 more runs score. It's now 5-0. Oh, it's gotten ugly quite quickly. The fielding has cost the Giants mightily. Jack McNeely deserves a better fate. Jack Bentley, excuse me. So Rule is at third. Zachary's at second. Here comes Earl McNeely. He's 1 for 3. He's tripled and scored. The pitch to Earl McNeely. 3. So that's going to be an 88. And that is a defense modification. An 88. Earl McNeely. So if this is a negative fielder, this will be a hit. On an 88, McNeely hits the ball to left field. Oh, boy. You know what Irish Musil is? He's a negative fielder, folks. The inning goes from bad to worse as he cannot get to the play. He's a negative fielder. That's going to drop in. He makes a diving attempt. And the base runners advance 2 bases. So, Muddy Rule scores from third. Zachary scores from second. McNeely has a single and 2 ribbies. The floodgates are open. It's 7-0 now. Ouch. We might have to make a pitching change. Even though he went the distance. I knew when I was... Man, the fielding has killed them. So Rule scores. Zachary scores. McNeely is at first. And here's Bucky Harris. Jack Bentley hoping for the third and final out in the inning from hell. That's a 4. That's going to be a 34. A 34. Base on balls. Most likely a... Right, no pitching modification. So a base on balls. That's a walk. First and second. Come on, Jack. Let's get this final out. We're almost going to... As he faces his 9th batter in the inning, Sam Rice. 7-0. It's an ass kicking. Here's the pitch to Sam Rice. He's hoping for it not to be nice. Bentley, that is. That's a 3. Oh, it's going to be very nice. That's a 26. A 26 is, you guessed it, a single. And that is a single to right field. And it's even. So that's 2 bases. McNeely, if he's a moderate runner, he's a fast runner, so he scores. And Harris is a moderate runner. So McNeely scores 9-0. Harris goes first to third. And Sam Rice picks up his first hit to go along with his walk. He's now 1 for 3. And he has a ribby. And we have batted around, my friends. We have batted around. We might have to bring a pitcher in. This has been an ouch inning. Goose Gosling comes up. Come on, Jack, let's get the final out here. Even Al's getting sick of them whacking you around. That's a 3, so it's going to be a 69. And mercifully, ground ball to short. This will end the inning as there will be no errors on this play. Throwing over to first is Jackson. That's Travis Jackson. And the side is retired. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs score. Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 runs score. It's now 8-0 as we go to the top of the 6 Senators as they are whomping the bejesus out of Jack Bentley and the Giants. Top of the 6th. It'll be Lindstrom, Frisch, and Youngs. Bentley will stay in to take his beating because we are not making a pitching change. He actually pitched the whole game, so he's staying in to take his ass kicking. Okay, so that's going to be Rice. No, Bucky Harris, then Rice. Okay, here we go. All right, we got that in order. Wow! Here's Lindstrom. Here's the pitch from Zachary. Zachary with a 9-run lead. And that's going to be a 68. Zachary likes that result. 68. Ground ball to third. Out number 1. Good strong throw by Blues to Judge. And the first time they've retired Freddie Lindstrom, who is now 2 for 3. Here comes Ross Youngs. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out twice to left. The pitch from Tom Zachary. Zachary just in a giddy mood on that mound. That's a 4, so we go blue die. That's a 49. A 49 is a ground ball to first. Judge tosses to Zachary, and that's out number 2. How do you do? Zachary just cruising along down the highway. Here's High Pockets Kelly. He's 0 for 2. Double play and reached on an error by the second baseman Bucky Harris. Zachary looking for the 1-2-3 inning. He rocks and deals to High Pockets Kelly. 3, so that's going to be a 72. You are out. We know it's an out. I just want to grab the stupid die. 72. Ground ball to third. Ozzie Blues to Judge. 1, 2, 3. Go the Giants very quietly in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. A whopping 8-0 Senators. Jack Bentley will be the sacrificial lamb. He is staying out there to take a mega beating, folks. A mega beating. He faces Gosling. No, Gosling made the last out. He faces Judge, Blues, and Peckinpah. There we go. And we're just going to roll really fast. The pitch to Joe Judge. We're up 9-0 the Senator. 8-0, excuse me. And, oh, God. Cruising on down the highway is not Jack Bentley. That's an 18. An 18, you guessed it. That is a single to left. The hit parade continues. Judge picks up his second hit. So Judge is at first. Bentley just wants this to end. He looks towards the dugout. They say, keep your ass out on that mound. The pitch to Ozzie Blues, who's having quite a good day. A 2, so that's going to be a 45. Please, a double play ball. 45 is a strikeout. 45 goes to a pitcher modification, though. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. A strikeout on an E pitcher. A strikeout on an E pitcher is a single. So the misery continues for Jack Bentley. And it's odd. So 90 feet and Judge stops. So Bentley just has nothing left. But he's going to stay out there and take a beating like a man. Unless he gives up a few more runs. Here's Roger Peckinpah. Bentley praying for a double play ball. So is Al, Red Sox fan. That's a 4. And that's a 14. It will not be a double play ball. It will be a single. So Peckinpah singles to right. And it's even. So a moderate runner will score. And Judge is a moderate runner. It's now 9-0. Ozzie Bluge is a slow runner. He only goes 90 feet. So Peckinpah gets his second hit. He's now 2 for 4. He scored a run and he has a ribby. And we're going to have to bring somebody in. Let's try to get him through this inning. So Peckinpah at first, Bluge at second. Muddy rule. Trying to muddy up the water some more for Jack Bentley. How much muddier can it get? Here's the pitch to Muddy Rule. 2 on the green die. Oh my God. 26. 26. That's a base on balls. But he's an E pitcher. So a base on balls is, you guessed it. You guessed it. It's actually worst. It's a double. Man, I would not have pitched this. If I had done this, obviously I would have looked. And seeing his grade on the road, he would not pitch on the road. So that's a double by Muddy Rule. It's 10-0. As the fans loving it here in Washington, Ozzie Bluge scores from second. And we're going to hold Peckinpah at third. We don't want to rub it in too much, I guess. I'm playing as both teams. I don't know why I keep saying rub it in. So RBI, 10-0. And that's it. That's it. We can't take this misery anymore. So Blues scores 10-0 Senators. I definitely would not have pitched him. I'm going by the actual pitching in the line. When I saw the pitching grade, I'm like, this guy is screwed. Unless we roll miraculously, and you know how I roll. All right, so we need to bring in a pitcher. The thing is, I don't know who pitched. Oh, let's go back to game 1 and see who they brought in, because both pitchers went the distance. Bentley actually pinched. Well, we didn't have him pinch hit. Did we have him pinch hit? In reality, he pinched hit in game 1 and started game 2. All right. I don't know who. That's why I hate playing exact whatchamacallits. Now I have to go look to see who started game 3. Let's see who started game 3, so by accident we don't use the pitcher for game 3. Please hold. Here we go, checking to see. That's why I don't like as played. When you get the blowouts. Let's go to history here. Thrilling stuff. Let's see who started. Oh, not that one. Not that one. We went to the wrong spot. Try this again. As we're just listening to me and echo sound. And how come it's not there? All right, we'll just type it in. So we're just checking to see who pitched game 3 because we're bringing in another pitcher. And I don't want to bring in the starting pitcher. And we have a phone call. Hold on. Hello? Yeah. Next Saturday? I'm not really a bingo person, but for you. Well, Nurse Teresa has just informed me we're going to play bingo next Saturday down at the casino. So that's what we're doing next Saturday. I'm thrilled about that. She likes bingo. I've never played bingo, so maybe it will be fun. Where's the 1924 World Series? Here it is. Who started Game 3? Again, I hate as played. Okay. Firpo Mayberry, but I don't... Did he start? Let's go. Let's see. Giants. Oh, that's for the Senators, Firpo Mayberry. Giants, McQuinlan, Rossi Ryan, Claude Jonard, and Mule Watson. They pitched all in Game 3. So let's not pitch you, McQuinlan. Let's find someone to pitch. Let's go with Claude Jonard. Oh, he's the closer, though. Mule Watson. Hugh McKillen. They all stink on the road. It doesn't matter. We're going to go with Waltz Hutzinger. Waltz Hutzinger will pitch. He actually did not pitch in this game, or he didn't pitch in Game 3 either. So we're going to go Waltz Hutzinger. So here comes Waltz Hutzinger. And we pray that he can get some outs. We pray. We're praying for this guy to get some outs. Waltz Hutzinger. And we'll give him a new color. We'll give him green. I had a bad feeling about this game when I looked at the pitching matched up. And of course, he's got to have a wicked long name, Hutzinger. But it's easy to pronounce. So here comes Waltz Hutzinger into a kettle of poop. It is, what is it? Is it 10-0? I believe it is 10-0. We had 7. No, we had 8, 9, 10. It's 10-0. No outs. Second and third. And the new pitcher is Walt Hutzinger. He'll face Tom Zachary. The pitch to Zachary. Man, that's a 99, so at least we hoping to God it's an out. Nope! It's a balk or wild pitch. It's a wild pitch. There's no balk, so it's a wild pitch because he has a 99. So 99 on the pitcher's card is a wild pitch. Good God almighty. That means Peckinpah scores from... well, I guess if you get a double, 0. Right? 99. This is 90. You know what? It's a wild pitch. Run scores 11-0. Mule goes to third. So a wild pitch. He scores on a wild pitch. Oh, my Lord. Here's the pitch to Zachary again. 3. Can we get it out here? 69. Please, a double play ball. We would like a double play ball. 69. Ground ball to third. We're not going to get a double play on that because there's no one at first, Al. 60, or it could have been a line shot. That will be an out. So a 69 runner at first. Ground ball to third. Unfreaking believable. 7 through 9. Runner advances. And we rolled a 9. So we finally do get an out. Another run scores. It's a bazillion to nothing. Zachary picks up an RBI. On the ground out. And it goes 5-3. 1 out. Yay! Base is finally empty. McNeely comes to the plate. Here's the pitch from Hunsinger to McNeely. That is going to be a 56. So Hunsinger in a zone. 56. And that's going to be out number 2 as he grounds out to short. Scoring at home 6-3. Making the play is Jackson. So there's 2 outs. McNeely's retired. And here comes Bucky Harris. It's a grand old time here as Washington's up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-0. The pitch to Bucky Harris, trying to end this game as quickly as possible now. That's a 4, so that's going to be a 47. A 47 is a swing and a miss, and Bucky Harris is taking some razzing from his teammates. That is the first strikeout by a Senators batter. And we might just pass on all pitcher modifications because it's 12-0. So, we go to the top of the 7th. Can't come quickly enough. Senators in the bottom of the 6th scored 1, 2, 3, 4. 12-0 as we go to the top of the 7th. Had this been Little League, the game would be over. Irish Musil will face Zachary. Here's the pitch. That's a 3, so it's going to be a 70. As the green die is odd, so you use the red die. So it's a 70. Irish Musil, you are out, my friend, on a fly ball to right. As Zachary just continues to cruise on down the highway. Actually, Irish Musil should not be batting. It's still a 70. It still would be an out. High pockets Kelly on the 70 is a ground out to third. So that's 5-3. Now, Irish Musil is up. Here's the pitch to Irish. A 2, so it's a blue die. And that's a 38. A 38 is a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Zachary. 2 outs. Hack Wilson, you've been a hack in center. 6, and that's going to be a 35. A 35. Possible base on balls, but Zachary at home still an A pitcher. So 35, base on balls, A pitcher. You are gone! That's a strikeout. Thank God. Zachary's now struck out 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 12-0 Senators. And Walt Hunsinger is on the mound. And please roll outs. The pitch to Sam Rice. 2. Of course we're not going to roll outs. It's a 12. The hit parade continues. A 12. As that's a single. To right field. As everyone's having a grand old time off Giants pitching. And I used the wrong color. Alright, single. 12-0. Here's Goose Goslin. Double play ball. Double play ball. A 1. 26. 26. Goslin, 26. And that's a single. Yeah. 26. Single to right. And it's an even number. First and third. Rice goes to third. The hit parade continues. Senators should try to save some of these runs. That's what I would say if this was a Red Sox game. Here's Joe Judge. The pitch from Hunsinger. A 1. So that's a 40. Please let it be an out. Strikeout. But because he's an absolutely horrific effing pitcher on the road, it's a pitcher modification. And, yeah. So he's an E. And a strikeout turns into, guess what? A single! Wow. We're never going to get out of this game. A single. The run scores from third. 13-0. And that's an even. Goslin's a moderate runner. He goes first to third. So it's first and third, 13-0. Rice scores. Judge knocks in a run. These pitcher modifications, when they're good, they come in handy. When they're bad, oh my lord, they don't come in handy for the other team. But that's why they're bad. Again, these pitchers do not pitch well on the road, it seems, from what I've seen. Ozzie Blues is up. Please, let's get an out. That's a 2. Yay, 61. 61. Ground ball to short, and that's a 1, so that's a double play ball. I already know this. The run will score. They'll take the 2 outs. 14-0. As that's 6-4-3. Base is empty. 2 outs. Ozzie Blues does not get a ribby for the double play. And here's Roger Peckinpah. 6, and that's a 67. Way to go, Hunsinger. That's a good result. 67. It'll be a fly out to right, and the inning is over. Making the catch and breathing a sigh of relief is Ross Youngs. But 2 more runs score. And it's now 14-0. We go to the top of the 8th. Make sure we have the Muddy Rule leads off in the bottom of the 8th. All right, Tom Zachary just cruising on down the highway. He's going to face Jackson Gowdy and Hunsinger. Here's the pitch to Travis Jackson. 5. That's a 25. They're trying to put a run on the board. Really? You're going to start getting hits now? 25, though, it goes to a pitcher modification. So a 25 would be a single, but he's an A. You know what that is? Strikeout. So we're seeing the best and worst of pitcher modification. That is a strikeout. So a single on an A. Oh, wait a second. I foobarred that. He's not an A plus anymore. He's an A. That's a walk. We probably gave him an extra strikeout. So who cares? So that's a walk. Because he's an A now. Well, that's not good. So Jackson's at first. Hank Gowdy. Come on, double play ball. 4. So if it's a 4, we go blue die. That's a 78. A 78 is a fly out to right. Making the catch is Sam Rice. Retreating back to first is Jackson. And again, I think I made a mistake because it probably should have been a walk on that one of those strikeouts of prior innings. But I looked at the A+, forgetting that he was an A now. Oh, well, they're down anyway. Freddie Lindstrom, 1 out, 1 on. That's a 1, so that's going to be a 96, thank God. 96 is a fly out to left. Making the catch is Goose Goslin. Actually, it's not Lindstrom. It's Hunsinger. It's still an out. I'm not going to look. We're going to call it a fly out to left on the 96. And it is still a fly out to left. Okay. So Hunsinger actually came in the game. So there's 2 outs, runner at first, and now Freddie Lindstrom's up. Here's the pitch from Zachary to Freddie. That's a 2, so that's a 25. It goes to a pitcher modification. That's a single. Now we'll do it correctly. We know it's a walk because he's an A, so another walk. Could Zachary be getting tired? You better not be getting tired. First and second with 2 outs. 14-0. Senators. Frankie Frisch, come on, third out. 3. Red die. 43. Fielding range play. 32 and a 7. 32 and a 7. He should make the play, whoever this is, unless he's horrific. Second baseman. Second baseman's Bucky Harris. He's a 5. He makes the play. 5 and under is an error. We rolled a 7. Inning over as Frankie Frisch grounds out to his counterpart, Bucky Harris. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 14-0. So, Walt Hunsinger's back up on the bump, and we want 3 quick outs. Here's the pitch to Muddy rule. That's a 4. Again, if it's a green, it goes to the blue die. It's a 40. It was a 1. A 41. And a 41 is a ground out to second. So Muddy rule grounds out to Frankie Frisch, 1 away. And now the pitcher, Tom Zachary. Zachary is 2 for 4, and he has a ribby. And he scored a run. The pitch to Zachary. That's a 1. So it's a red die. That's a 0-1. Unfreaking believable. 0-1 is a single. He's at it again. Pat Zachary has his 3rd hit. Who says pitchers can't hit? I do. So Zachary's on first. 1 out. The pitch to Early McNeil, top of the order. That's a 4. So that's going to be a 40. Again, do a little tutorial now, I guess, because the game's out of hand. So green die, blue, and it's a 40. So a 40, please let it be an out. That's a strikeout. God damn it, which means Hunsinger's god-awful. And so a strikeout against an E pitcher, a strikeout for an E pitcher is a single as the misery continues. And Zachary is moderate runner, and he's going to go first to third. Man, wow, their pitchers are awful on the road unless you're going to get those rolls. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The pitch to Bucky Harris, 6. And I love this game. It's just, when I looked at the pitching matchup, I'm like, oh my God, unless I roll miraculous, this is going to be a blowout. So that's a 6. So that's going to be a blue die, 98. 98. Error check. Jesus. Oh, boy. Error check off the bat of Bucky Harris. So he strikes the ball well. It's a line shot. And that's going to be a 0-3. You can't have a line shot to the catcher. So we'll call it a pop-up, and it's a 2. Oh, nuts. And that's an error. So he drops the pop-up. Zachary scores from third. Screw it. We're going to say he scored. McNeely goes to second. Bucky Harris on the E2. And Zachary is just, doing his thing. He's feeling his oats. First and second. 15-0, I believe. I lost track. Here's a pitch of Sam Rice. That's a leaner. I've decided that's a leaner. God, we don't want a 25. And it's a 4, thank God. 45. God damn it. 45. It's still going to be a freaking modification thing. 45 ROE. Oh, they do have it on the chart. See, we learned something. And that's a single. So the ROE just goes to a single. That's a base hit. And it's a 45. Everyone goes 90 feet and stops. Another hit for Sam Rice. Here's Joe Judge. Base is loaded. Do we have an out? We do have one out. Double play ball, Joe. Come on. We all want to go home. That's a 3. Mercifully, that's a 91. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. 2 outs. The left fielder, we're going to tag. The left fielder's Musil. He has an average arm. So a 70 and under, he scores. And that's a 9, so he scores. Another run scores. That was a single. God damn it. Cards out of order. It was Goslin was up. Still the same thing. Alright. It's a single. Fly ball. Sack. RBI. Now Joe Judge is up. Gosselin's out. Judge is up. Please be the third out. 6. 90. You're gone. I'm not even going to look. Center field. Inning mercifully over. Is that 3 outs? Yes, it is. And they picked up how many more runs? 2 more? 1 more? 1, 2. 2 more runs. 10, 12, 14, 16 nothing. Top of the 9th. Oh, God, 3 outs, please. 16 nothing. This is a touchdown and 2 extra points as Washington Redskins beating up on the New York Giants. All right, here's Ross Young's a pitch from Zachary, a 2, and that's a 10. Of course they're now, but we go to pitcher modification. A 10 would be a single, but an A turns it into a walk. Am I correct here? An A turns it into a walk. Single A. Yeah. So that's a walk. Young's at first. Come on, Zachary. Here's the pitch to high pockets, Kelly. That's a 6. And that's going to be a 59. A 59. Ground ball to second. They get the force out at second. Fielder's, he's out. So that's 4 to 6. Fielder's choice, 4 to 6. 1 out. Young's off the base pads. High pockets Kelly at first. Here's Irish Musil. The pitch to Irish. 16-0 Senators. Top of the 9th. 1 out, 1 on. That's a 2. And that's going to be a 93. A 93 will be a fly out to left. Mercifully, we're down to the last out. And it's Hack Wilson. You better make an out, Hack. Here's the pitch. A 5. That's a 70. Ground ball to third. Ground ball to short, excuse me. Peckham powers up with it. He throws the Judge. And this ball game is over. What an ass kicking. The final score, 16-0. Senators. We messed up a ball 4 here and there, but it really didn't affect anything. 16-0 Senators. They actually won it 4-3. They now take a 2-0 lead as we travel back to New York, and the Giants are happy about that because it seems their pitching off of these grades is much better at home. I'd like to thank everyone who stayed with this massacre. And we found out I'm going to go play bingo next Saturday. Nurse Teresa called, so you got some news, right? Anyway, I like Pine Tar Baseball. First blowout I have played in this game. And it happens. It happens. What can you do? The pitching grades for the New York Giants of 1924 from the pitchers I've seen are horrible on the road. Yeah, Philip Reynolds says, too bad you can't bank runs. That would be fun. You know, if you played a series, I'm going to try that. I'll do it with Strat or something. And we'll play like a best out of 3. Okay? And no matter what happens, you play all 3 games. And basically, you just put the runs together and see who wins after 3 games. That'd be wild. That'd be an interesting way to play. I like that idea, Philip. I like it. I like it, Philip. Change dice. Oh, my God. 16-0. All right. Well, that's enough of that. It was fun. I do like Pine Tar Baseball. It's a fun game, different way to play. I feel it's highly accurate. Again, it just, when you look at the grades of these pitchers for the Giants on the road, they're bad. They're bad. You know, and the hit parade continues. First blowout. And it happens. But it was fun. I enjoyed playing it again. We'll have game 3 down the road. Again, this is more of a longer-term series. I play it when I feel like it. And I put it up on the channel just in case someone wants to watch. All right, thank you very much. Health and happiness. Enjoy your Saturday or whenever you watch. God bless. I love you all. You know it's coming, folks. Peace! Senators kick the snot out of the Giants game 2 of the 24 World Series in our retro replay using Pine Tar Baseball. 16-0. Bye-bye.